All right, let's talk about one of the wildest treasure hunts happening right now. Except this isn't about pirates and buried gold. We're diving into the mystery of forgotten Bitcoin wallets, fortunes that are lost and totally frozen in time.
Think about this for a second. Somewhere out there, right now, there are treasure chests just scattered all over the digital universe. But yeah, these aren't your typical chests buried in the sand or locked up in some dusty bank vault. Nope, these are silent, untouched, and sealed.
They're frozen in cryptographic code. We're talking about forgotten Bitcoin wallets. It's this hidden world where the digital keys are just gone forever. Maybe someone forgot a password, maybe the owner passed away, and with them, the keys disappeared.
And the amount of money we're talking about here, it's just staggering. The combined value of all these lost treasures is estimated to be over $1 trillion. That's a fortune, just sleeping right beneath the surface of the internet.
Okay, so this whole situation it's really unique. I love this analogy. It's like seeing an entire fleet of ghost ships, all loaded up with gold. You can see them perfectly, but you can never, ever board them.
And why can we see them? Well, it's all thanks to the blockchain being so transparent. We can literally see these wallets. We can watch their balances go up. We can even trace their last transactions. But here's the kicker. We can't do a single thing to access them. They're like these digital ghosts in the machine.
It's perfectly captured by this idea, right? Staring at treasure through bulletproof glass. It really is the ultimate paradox of our digital age. A fortune that's so close you can see it, but it's absolutely, positively impossible to touch.
So how in the world did this even happen? I mean, how do you lose $1 trillion? To get it, we've got to go back in time a bit. It all started with what you could call an accidental gold rush.
See, the first people mining Bitcoin, they weren't investors in suits, not at all. They were curious explorers, hobbyists, gamers, coders. They were just running mining software on their computers for fun, sometimes literally just to keep their rooms warm. They were minting digital gold back when it was worth less than a loaf of kite.
So back then, if you lost a hard drive with a few thousand Bitcoin on it, it was like, whatever. It felt like losing a cheap USB stick. It just didn't matter. But man, time has a funny way of changing things, doesn't it? Today, that exact same mistake is a multi-million-dollar catastrophe.
And behind all these insane numbers, there are real human stories. This isn't just about statistics. We're talking about personal dramas with stakes that are just impossibly high.
Okay, let me tell you about this one programmer, Stephen Thomas. He has a digital wallet with over 7,000 Bitcoin. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars. The only problem? He lost the password.
And his security device only gives him 10 guesses before it locks up and encrypts the contents forever. He's already used 8 of them. That leaves him with just 2. 2 password attempts left, just 2 guesses standing between him and a life-changing fortune. Can you even imagine that kind of pressure, knowing the key is rattling around somewhere in your mind, but you just can't grab it?
And then there's the famous story of the landfill treasure. This IT worker in the UK, he threw out a hard drive that just happened to have 8,000 Bitcoin on it. Now he's in this years-long battle just to get permission to dig up an entire landfill. He's hoping to find one tiny piece of metal, buried under mountains of garbage, that holds an absolute fortune.
But here's where the story takes a really interesting twist. These lost coins, they aren't just tragic accidents. They are actively shaping the entire crypto world, just probably not in the way you'd think. So you have to ask, right? What is their invisible impact? How do these digital ghost ships actually help steer the whole market? Well, think about it this way. Every single coin that's lost is one less coin that can ever be sold. That means the total supply of Bitcoin that's actually out there circulating goes down, and that makes the remaining Bitcoin more scarce. It's kind of like a limited edition comic book where a few copies get destroyed in a fire. It just makes the ones that are left even more valuable. So this completely unintended scarcity actually helps support and stabilize Bitcoin's long-term value. It's like an accidental anchor for the whole digital economy, and it creates this ongoing mystery that the world just can't stop watching.
And all of this, it brings us to the biggest crypto mystery of all time, a potential lost fortune that could dwarf everything else we've talked about, combined.
I'm talking about Bitcoin's anonymous creator, Satoshi Nakamoto. It's believed Satoshi mined around 1 million Bitcoin back in the very early days. And if you look at this chart, you can see that's a massive slice of the entire pie. Now here's the crazy part. Those coins have never moved, not once.
A lot of people speculate that they're lost forever. And if that's true, well, that would make it the single biggest lost treasure in all of human history. Period.
Okay, so what does all of this mean for us, right now? For you and me, living in an age where so much of our value is becoming digital. What's the big takeaway from these absolutely wild stories?
Well, it feels like we're living by a new set of rules. Rule number 1, your memory is literally money. Rule number 2, your passwords and your recovery phrases, those secret strings of words that act like a master key, they now have the same weight as a physical bank vault. And rule 3, forgetting a single phrase, just 12 random words, could literally erase a fortune from existence forever.
These forgotten wallets are such a powerful reminder of something, right? That the treasures of the future are often hidden in the choices we ignore today. Those small, seemingly insignificant things we do, like, saving a password properly or backing up a file, can end up having absolutely monumental consequences down the line.
And that just leaves us with one final, fascinating thought to chew on. Is it possible that somewhere out there right now, maybe on an old laptop in an attic or a dusty hard drive shoved in a drawer, is someone sitting on the next great lost fortune without even having a clue?